What is the fire bet in craps? The fire bet is a craps side bet that you can make in addition to your regular bets. It is located behind the pass line, marked with a fire symbol. It's an enticing wager that plays to the greed and desire to win big money quickly. This video is based on a written guide by pro craps player and author, Bill Collins. To cash in on the fire bet, the shooter must establish and make at least 4 unique points before the end of their turn shooting. This means that if you win on a point of 8 twice, it counts as 1 point for the fire bet. You can continue to go for 5 or even 6 unique points during the shooter's turn, as this significantly increases the payout. How to make a fire bet in craps? At the start of the shooter's turn, you can place your bet on the fire bet symbol. However, keep in mind that most casinos require a pass line bet to place the fire bet. Once the shooter establishes their first point number, the fire bet becomes a contract bet and cannot be removed until it is either won or lost. If the shooter fails to establish and make 4 different point numbers during their turn, the fire bet is considered lost, and you will not receive any payout for this particular bet. Keep in mind that winning or losing on the come-out roll will not affect this bet. Only the 7 out or successfully making all individual points will terminate the bet. To keep track of each point that the shooter has successfully made, markers will replace the standard puck that was used to denote that point. If a 7 out or a win occurs, the fire bet markers are collected. Please note that some casinos might allow you to place the fire bet on other shooters without making a pass line bet. If you attempt to do this and it's not allowed, the dealer will inform you of the casino's specific rules. Let's walk through an example to better understand how the fire bet works. Imagine you place a $5 fire bet. For the bet to win, the shooter must set and make at least 4 different unique points during their turn. If the shooter successfully achieves this, you will be paid $125. However, remember that the original $5 bet will remain on the table because the payout is calculated at a ratio of 25-1, rather than being a true 25-1 odds bet. It's important to highlight that the payout doesn't happen immediately when the shooter hits the 4th unique point. The bettor still has the chance to receive an even higher payout if the shooter manages to make a 5th or even a 6th unique point. The actual payout is determined only after the shooter's turn ends, ensuring you receive the appropriate payout once the 4-point threshold has been reached or surpassed. Let's talk about payouts and odds. The fire bet offers a significant payout for those who can beat the odds. However, it's crucial to understand that the chances of winning the fire bet are quite slim. Let's take a look at the different payouts and odds. If the number of unique points won is 0, 1, 2, or 3, all fire bets lose. If the shooter manages to make 4 different point numbers, the payout is 24-1 at most casinos, with an average chance of approximately 0.008798% of the time wagered. If 5 different point numbers are made, the payout is 249-1 at most casinos, with an average chance of approximately 0.00164% of the time wagered. If 6 different point numbers are won, the payout is 999-1 at most casinos, with an average chance of approximately 0.000162% of the time wagered. Here are Bill's top recommendations. The fire bet carries a high house advantage of 20.8%, making it a risky bet to make frequently. It's essential to manage your bankroll wisely and set aside only a small portion for high-risk bets like the fire bet. Most of your buy-in should be allocated to more efficient and frequently won bets that can significantly impact your overall session results. The fire bet is best reserved for moments when the table is truly on fire, with multiple shooters experiencing long rolls. This can be an exciting opportunity to take a chance on the fire bet, but always remember that this bet comes with a higher risk of losing. The fire bet is an alluring wager that can provide a massive payout for those who beat the odds. However, it's essential to approach this bet with caution due to its high house advantage. While it might add excitement to your game during a hot streak, it's wise to master some simpler bets first and not rely heavily on the fire bet for consistent wins. We hope you enjoyed this instructional video on the fire bet in craps. Remember to gamble responsibly and have fun at the tables.